Welcome to day 5, everyone. We are continuing the process of going from 0 to 10K within this 30 days. And again, you're going to see more of the same stuff that we've been doing since day 1, building out systems, mapping out systems, doing the outreach, getting the exposure that we need to do. And so we're on day 5. You're going to start to see some of the stuff that's coming in, the things that are working, the things that are being built out, even with inside GoHighLevel. So I know you've seen a lot of mind maps here over the first few days, but we're also going to be showing you actually what these systems look like when we start building them out, how we build them out, our thought process behind them. But you're also going to see TJ doing the same thing, doing the outreach, making sure he's getting exposure for the company, seeing if we can't find some case studies that we can get some testimonials and reviews from that we can go put on our actual company site. And while we're still building out a company site, because we don't have one yet. But yeah, it's day 5. We're going through it, doing the things that need to be done. So let's jump into it and let's see what we got for today.
Hey, welcome guys. Day 5. We are firing it off, guys. So it is the afternoon, evening on day 5, and I've been working on a lot of stuff, but I want to show you guys some of the different DMs that we've been talking about and just kind of getting everything set up, right? It's a little bit redundant. I showed you guys like what we're doing. Obviously, we're still doing the non-negotiables every single day, right? We're adding getting in the groups. We're responding to comments. We're replying to comments. We're doing 20 touch points on businesses. We're really getting after it, right? We haven't even started the cold DMs yet. But I've had a few businesses reach out when I make a comment. Excuse me. I've had a couple of businesses reach out, like DM me when I made a comment. And so I was just, I would respond. Let me see if I can pull one up for you guys really quick here. This was one. Oh, man, I'm going to sneeze again. I want to show you guys this. Let's see here. Let's move my little circle. Sorry, we got girls with whatever is on right here. My freaking. So this person, I commented on their stuff, right? And I said, man, it sounds like you guys have a good burger. That thing looks delicious. Is that a triple, right? It was a big burger. And I said, hey, thanks for messaging me. Wanted to comment and like y'all's post because it looks like you provide a great burger. I work with a lot of businesses and I have a hard time getting them to reach out to answer messages, send DMs, etc. Y'all keep up the great work. Awesome. Thank you. We appreciate it. Have a blessed day. Right? They're going to start knowing who we are, which is really, really good because I'm going to continue to post comment on something every week or whatever. That way when we go into the DMs, it's a little bit easier of a conversation. I'm not saying it's like bulletproof, but I want to show you guys from our post last night that we did in a couple groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We had 21 people that actually reached out and was like, hey, I'm in. Because remember, I did like hey, post, comment, pizza if you're in. And that was a mixture from my personal and from my business, okay? So I don't, about half and half, which was really good. So I don't want you to think that you can just do this. Like, guys, remember, we are day 5. We are day 5, which is amazing, right? And so what I'm doing is I sent them I showed you guys, we set this up with our account, is I set them up, they get this form, right? This form to fill out. And they fill this out. It goes into our CRM. It goes into GoHighLevel, which is great, right? And so we gather that information and gather hey, what's their current customer list? Because remember, we're doing the review reactivation, try to get some more reviews for them. We're doing this completely free for the testimonials, which is awesome. So we're doing that. Like I said, even on my personal post, I did get some good traction, right? There's, quite a few people that commented and stuff, but not everybody's filling this out. We had, I think it was 15 or 16 people, which is incredible. That's a really good start. Not all these businesses are going to qualify for it. So I'm going to continue to do some more reach out. I'm going to do my value posts and everything like that. But I just wanted you guys to know, dude, day 5, and we already have some people that are rocking and rolling. I've already set some of the appointments up with these people to onboard them to, hey, we're going to set them up a GHL account, right? And they're going to have a login. we're going to upload their customer list. We want them to connect their Google business profile to the system. That way they get a chance to get to see how it works. I did have a call with one of the guys that actually put in the thing. He doesn't even have a CRM. He runs his entire business off of his phone. So it's incredible, right? Like we have a lot of really, really good opportunity, a lot of irons in the fire. And I'm pumped, man. I'm totally pumped. So we'll just keep plugging along, guys. Hey, and just to show you guys, we are doing the work, right? We got batch 5. We're almost completely done. I got a few more businesses to put in for batch 5, but look at all these businesses, that we've added. And then also check out all these groups we're in. I'm already ahead on the groups. Actually, I found 2 that were there's just nothing in there to comment on, right? But that doesn't mean we can't post in them. They were really, really old, or they were very niched down, right? So when I say very niche down, is like they wanted to talk about orange golf balls only. So if you weren't talking about orange golf balls, then you weren't going to be able to post in there. I already know. So just letting you guys know that, some of the groups are like that. You want to get more of a kind of a generic group. Doesn't necessarily have to be niche down. I did some land clearing groups. I did some HVAC, did some dog groomers. I did a lot of business groups here in Oklahoma. So, those are kind of some things. I'm going to start veering off in some different niches and just kind of build this group list up. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm behind on adding this. I told you we're going to add like 10 businesses every single day, but we're doing that, balancing that, doing meetings with people, onboarding some clients. Like it's wild. And while we're still taking care of our business, you guys know that I'm actually in the middle of moving. So it's going to be, we're just busy, but you know what? I'm so glad we get to show you guys this. So we're going to keep plugging along here. All right, guys, just finishing up the day here. Wanted to show you guys we got in some more groups. Batch 6 is going to be for tomorrow. We got in all of our posts into our different groups, our value posts. And the cool thing is, guys, remember, we took the value posts that we were using in some of the other ones, and I've kind of refined it. Like, you guys, your first value post doesn't have to be perfect, okay? But you want it to be kind of decent. And then what I've done is, I'm like, man, I want to make it better. So even when I'm posting in these other groups, it comes out better. So it's just kind of like riding a bike. Like it's not that if you can't think of anything. Once you think of the first thing, once you start riding the bike, you're not going to be good at it. But once you really, really start practicing those value posts on how to capture those people, you're going to get better and better. So I just want you guys to be aware. It's like, dude, it's just part of the game. Obviously, we have a lot of DMs that we need to. We got a lot of people in our CRM locked in, which is good. But there's a lot of people right in the right over here that we need to re-DM. Not re-DM, but lock them back in. Get them back like, hey, we didn't fill out the form. Do you have any questions? And then we have several people to call tomorrow to know a little bit more about their business, and then start onboarding them we're going to try to get those testimonials really quick, like try to get things set up here in the next few days, and then get them some results really quick, and then film those testimonials with those people. Guys, remember, we're doing something really simple. We're just getting reviews, right? And we're doing it 100% free. And then it's going to lead to some clients. So we'll talk a little bit more about some of the client stuff that we're doing at the end of this video. Some of the things that we've seen today and yesterday and stuff. And so, guys, it's moving right along. Like, things are doing really well. We're only on day 5. So again, just super pumped about that. But hey, you guys stay tuned. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, day 6. You guys will hear me say is, just because it's the weekend doesn't mean the week has ended. Okay. So we're going to be pushing through every single day until we get through the 30 days, all month long. And remember, guys, in the middle of this, I have to drive to Arizona. So there's no excuses here. We're going to just keep pushing. You guys make sure and watch to the end of the video. And hey, if you do have any comments about stuff, leave a comment below. We're here. We're going to answer like questions super fast. So don't hesitate to have a question really about anything high level, any of this stuff, because we're willing to give you guys the goods. We're showing you all the raw and real. So let's go, baby. We'll talk soon. And it's to the end of the video.
Hey everyone, welcome to day 5. So what I'm going to walk through here with you today is the actual build out of the review snapshot that we're going to be using to provide as a service or one of the services that we provide to local businesses here and our clients is helping them get reviews. So I know yesterday you saw me mapping things out on the Whimsical board, and we started getting it built out. So we have it built out now. We have made a few changes to it as we were going through the build out process. And I just want to walk you through some of those things, show you how we built it, even kind of go into some of the messaging and stuff too. And yeah, just kind of walk you through this part of it, because we should hopefully have some people coming through the system tomorrow, if maybe not even today, for our case study program. Because as you've seen, TJ, he's been reaching out to people, making some posts about getting some case studies in where we can take the strategies we've used for getting reviews and helping other businesses do the same. So I'm just going to walk you through the snapshot here. So first and foremost, I know we got the actual build, so let's pop over to the pipeline. So of course we got the pipeline. And keep in mind, we built this into its own sub account. Now, the reason for that is because that will make it really easy that when someone comes in for the service, we can just plug and play this snapshot in. Makes it super easy to upload, and then it's just ready to go. We just have to plug in a few things. So first and foremost, we got the pipeline just like we did yesterday. You saw on the mind map, right? We got the send review, first request sent, second request, third request, link not clicked, and linked clicked, okay? So we got our pipeline built out. Then we have our 3 different workflows. Now, could we build all this technically probably within one? Yeah. But especially with the new advanced workflow builder. But ultimately, we're going to separate these just because the new advanced workflow builder is still new. And so we haven't had a chance to necessarily fully play around with the functionality of it and whether or not it's going to allow opportunities to continue to run through it or contacts to run through it multiple times, even if you have different triggers. Yeah, so we haven't had a chance to play around with that functionality. Now, so we have the send reviews. So basically what will happen is we'll upload the list and or add them to the opportunity. It's going to run them through here. We're going to put them in a drip mode. Now, drip mode wise, this we'll probably change this varying depending on one, after we've warmed up the actual email domain. For now, we're just going to send 4 through every 10 minutes, and we're only running this during business hours. So 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., but we're going to run it every day of the week, okay? So that, of course, is set up in here. And then we're essentially just sending out one email. We'll follow up every 3 days. Now, if they click on the trigger link, they will get removed from the workflow here. So we do have that set up as well. So save that. But yeah, so email 1, really what we're doing is we're just saying, hey, contact name, quick favor, essentially asking them for help, right? And right here, just super simple. Thanks again for choosing us. Really means a lot. If you had a great experience, would you take 60 seconds to leave us a review? It helps more people find us and keeps our team motivated to keep raising the bar. Okay, super simple. We have this right here is attached to a trigger link, and that trigger link then has a custom value in it, and that custom value is just the review link to their Google page. So super simple. Click, go straight to the Google page, leave the review. Then we have email 2 here. Similar thing, right? Would you help us out? We're on a mission to serve more people. Our community and your feedback could be the one that gets us there. Would you mind sharing your experience? It only takes a minute, and it really helps others choose a trusted local business, right? So again, we're asking our customers for help to leave their feedback so that others can see that. And hopefully, of course, that will drive more reviews, right? So again, just one thing that we've always seen is asking people for help and asking them to leave that review to share their experience has helped us personally with our other companies that we own get more reviews because people are typically more than willing to help when you ask. So that's email 2. Then we have email 3 here. So, hey, contact name, can you help others choose the right company? So now we're asking, can you help others? So again, just a super simple message here. People saying it's hard to find a company they trust. Here's why your feedback is important and matters. Take 60 seconds, leave a review. Again, we got the link, and then we have our information down here. So that's really simple as it gets, right? That's what we're doing. We're going to send out these emails, keep it super simple to the point, ask our customer base for their help and to leave that experience. So that is section 1. I just want to walk you through that so you can kind of see what we're actually putting in the emails. Now, some of you might be, well, why would you share that? Well, we're sharing everything, right? We're going to show you exactly what we do, because these are the exact same things that we have done for our other businesses and other companies. And again, our goal here is to be as transparent as possible with everything we were doing on a daily basis, the things we're building, how it works, how it operates, to one, show you, if you're just starting out, how we're building from scratch, but also to, if you've been doing this for a while and maybe you built up a good customer base, maybe you're still learning for some things, or maybe you're just looking for new ideas, you can see exactly what we're doing, how we're doing things, and it might spark some ideas for yourself as well. So again, we're not hiding anything. Our goal is to keep this 100% transparent so you can see what we're doing. And you know what? We'll probably even end up giving this snapshot away in one of the free communities that we're setting up. So you can stay tuned for that as well. But anyways, just want to show you more in depth. So then we got the review link is clicked. And actually I forgot to add in here. So I need to add that in, that it removes them for the other workflow. We'll just add that in real quick, right? See, things get missed, and that's okay. And that's why it's always good to go back, run tests, do different things like that as well, especially in the building process. But also good to then make sure you go map that out on the your mind map also. So remove contact from workflow. Let's see here. Let's get this. Remove contact followers. Whoops. Remove from workflow. That's what we want. Another workflow. Boom. Now, another thing too, just so you guys know, we tend to name our workflows so that way we don't have to open them up. So remove from 01, send reviews, save. So we do that just so that way we can kind of read it and not have to open it up to see everything that's going on. Now that, of course, isn't always possible, but we do try to name these nodes and these action items for that purpose. So going back, new review notification. Now, we built this out so that we can do both Google and Facebook reviews. Now, ultimately, the goal is to get more Google reviews. That's going to be the primary focus. But if they don't have a GMB page, then we can help them focus on Facebook reviews as well. So what's going to happen is leads going to come in, and from there, it's going to either send them down the Google path or the Facebook path, again, depending on where the review came in from. But anyways, this is just notifications. And so what we have it set up to do right now is we have it set up so that if the review comes in from the source, it goes down the source path. And then from there, what we do is we have an if statement set up that if for Google, it's 4 and above, and if it's a 3 and below, we're going to send them a different notification. So for the 4 and above, it's just going to be super simple. Hey, you have a new review. See what they said. You have a new review. Here's the information. Here's a comment. Be sure to respond to the review. Now, one of the things we haven't built out yet that we're going to plan on building into this is, of course, an AI response. But what we're going to do is we're going to have an AI provide a response, and then in this email, the customer can click a button and be like, do I want to approve this response, or do I want to write my own custom or put something different in there? So that's something that we're planning on building in. Again, this is version 1. We're getting this out as fast as possible because we have some people like you're seeing from TJ. He's basically getting some people ready to come in for the case study. So we're just trying to get this built out in the most simplistic form as possible, and then we'll iterate and add to it and make it better and better over time. But that's what we got right here. Now, if they had a 3 or below, then we're changing this up. New review. This one needs attention ASAP. Okay. Now, my experience in business, especially with my brick and mortar companies, is that anytime we got a review that was not a 4-star and above, we always wanted to address that immediately. So if we knew and recognized the name of the customer that left that review, we were getting that customer on the phone immediately, working to resolve that, whatever problem it might have been that they had. I mean, I remember even for our pest control company, we had times where, maybe a customer had a bad experience because the expectations were not set properly, right? And I can remember one job specifically where a lady left a review. It was a 2-star. She wasn't happy with the service. We were treating for cockroaches, and it was one of our technicians in the field, and it was like our second treatment. And basically what we found out is that the expectations were not set up front of what the process looked like in order to get rid of them, and not realizing like, okay, it's not going to be done in one setting. However, we had that conversation with her. We got a hold of her. We talked to her. We reset the expectations, but we went a step further, and we also then basically provided her next service for free of charge, and she went in and actually changed her review for us, right? So it could be a multitude of different reasons why that bad review happens, but we want to notify them so that way they can stay on top of it and make sure that they're handling those as well. So we set this up to make sure they get notified of both bad reviews and positive reviews, and we let them know like, hey, this one, if it's not a good review, we need to address this right away. Okay, so we put that in here. Now, the other thing that we're doing is every notification we are sending, we're going to have our company name on it. Now, the purpose and reason behind that is because every time they get a review, we want them to see us. We want them to see, oh, we got another review from Savage Systems. Okay, so that's going to be a big thing. We put that in all of our notifications. So just so you guys see that right there also. But yeah, so that's the automations there. Now, the other thing that we do have is we have a custom field, or a custom value, sorry. This custom value is just a review link, and that's just going to have the review link. I just put a test Facebook one in there. I got to replace that. But this is for testing because it's a dummy account right now. So we have a custom value, and then we put that custom value inside our trigger link. So then if we go to marketing, trigger links, and then our trigger links right here with the custom value in it, and then this is what we put inside the email, so that way we can track when someone actually clicks the link or not. So overall, this is what the baseline of the snapshot is right now. Again, we're going to continue to iterate on that, but I wanted to show you this, what it actually looked like built out in the system, the thought process behind the actual emails that we're going to be sending as part of the service, and also the thought process behind the notifications and why we build those out that way too. So I just want to go a little bit more in depth here. So that's it for day 5, guys. We got a lot more work to do. Of course, we got to finish building some other systems, especially for some of these new potential case studies that are going to be coming in. So we'll see you guys in day 6.
Hey guys, we're at the end of day 5. It's been, holy cow, this thing is flying by. As you guys can tell, like, we're getting some really cool traction on the prospecting side, and it's really simple things, guys. We're not telling you to do anything like that's super crazy, or again, we're doing this alongside of the work that we're doing. I'm moving, all sorts of stuff going on. So I want you to think like, man, if they can do this in 5 days, that's something I can do in 10 days or less. You know what I mean? So what we're doing is, it's not hard. As you guys can see, we got like 16 DMs out of a couple posts that we made in some groups, and we sent over the we sent over the form that I showed you guys that we made to gather people's information. And then we've already started reaching out to some of these people to set up, to get a little bit more information about their business, make sure they do have the customer list to where we can go in and use that to reactivate for reviews. So obviously, like, Kate's showing you guys some really cool stuff, but man, I'm pumped. Like, for 5 days in, guys, nobody is doing what we're doing in 5 days. Like, it's super exciting. And obviously I'm using a little bit of my personal network, but I'm showing you guys the organic, like, no personal network side to it of that as well. So I'm excited to just be kind of showing you guys like 2 ways of it. And we're just going to keep rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah. And TJ, I don't know if you showed that in today's video or not, but we have a potentially large client that came all because of you left a comment on their post in a group. You got on a call with them right away, helped them solve a problem, and now we're finding out like more stuff about their business that like they're paying a company a ridiculous amount of money to supposedly be doing social posting, and that company has only posted like twice in the last month, and a bunch of other stuff they're paying for too. So like we may have a pretty large client come through here by next week simply because, TJ is doing exactly what we're showing you. Like that wasn't a personal network at anything. That was a cold sharing value in the comments on a post, getting on a call with them, helping them solve a problem. And it might end up leading to something that could be a pretty large chunk of revenue for the business here in the first 30 days.
For sure, Cade. You're exactly right. And that was something, obviously like we're doing the business page, we're going to the business page and all that stuff. We're building that up for those DMs so people know us, right? But really where the action is happening is in those groups, right? And it's not just us commenting. It's also like there's other posts that are pulling up on my feed, and my feed's full of all these groups that we're in, and we're seeing posts that I didn't even see that was in the group. And to be able to comment and add value there, man, what a game changer. Like it can happen at even just from one post, guys. And it's literally like happen. What Cade's just talking about is that was just from a simple like, hey, I can help. I can help you with that. Let's
Yep.
shoot me a DM or whatever.
Right.
And
And it
being the
wasn't it
same.
wasn't like we asked for money or anything. It was literally we did it straight out of adding value for the ability to create the connection and get in the door, right? Because without the connection, it's hard to get the sale, right? And you create connection through giving value. And yeah, so I think that could turn out to be a pretty lot. I mean, who knows? Because they have multiple companies, so who knows what that will turn into. It might start off small, but that could definitely grow over time, and all because of taking 20, 30 minutes of your time, quick, right? Like you saw it, you responded, they responded back, you got on a call as soon as they were available. Like the speed, right? Like, you probably hear people talking in the sales world that like speed to lead is important. Well, speed in business is important, right? Like what you're seeing even in the first 5 days is you're seeing TJ and I just running as fast as we possibly can, even with everything else we have going on. And there's just stuff we're forgetting. Like like we have people that are wanting to come in on the case study side for the review service that we're putting out there. And we don't even have, like, I know yesterday you saw me like mapping out, but I'm still finishing up building, like that's what you saw me today. I was actually building it out, and showing you some of the other stuff behind the scenes that I'm still not done with. And, we got people that we're going to hopefully be onboarding to do, again, free service in exchange for testimonials, a case study, like having some of our case study people come through here. We're hoping to have some people on this weekend. Yeah, is it the weekend? Well, of course it is. I know for a lot of people, the weekend is when they shut off, but our goal is to get this to 10K in 30 days, and you can't shut off. Like you got to keep going and let that compound over and over and over and over. And so I'm hoping that we have, I got to finish that here today still, and some other things like for onboarding process, I still got to finish getting built out. And yeah, my hope is we have like our first case study on by tomorrow, in the system with their client list, and having a testimonial by like Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So we're pushing, man. We're running as fast as we can. We're forgetting stuff. We're finding like kinks in the system. Like, oh shoot, we forgot this. Hey, do we have anything for this? Nope. Let's let's get this built out, or let's put this in queue. And so then we're putting this on hold over here, then this on hold over here. And it's just how that happens sometimes. Like you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything ready. You just have to take action. And that's what we're essentially hoping to show you here, is that you can grow a business by taking action, not being afraid, and just running full force. And by doing that, you will learn skills, you'll learn habits, you'll learn disciplines and different things that will allow you to grow into the individual you need to grow into, but also help you grow your business as well. And so that's just, we're trying to show you that, like, We've been through this before. We understand what this takes. We both built multi-million dollar companies before, and we're doing it again here, literally just to show you guys like we're building it from scratch. We're running full force. It's 100% organic right now, and right now it's literally just Facebook. Like we're not doing anything else yet. Like I'm still building out the cold email system, in. Like I'm still processing and getting that all set up too, while building out the systems for the actual business side and the review system that we're actually getting case studies in. So it's just like it's running, man, and that's so it's fun, and we hope that you guys are kind of seeing it. Like even though a lot of this might seem monotonous or redundant, like we're just being repetitive, like TJ's videos, have kind of gotten a little shorter. Mine have already been kind of short because I'm trying to show you guys more of the topical view of what we're building and the thought process behind why we do things we do do them. And TJ's at the point where he's starting to get the responses and the interactions and the engagement, and so a lot of what he's doing is just the same thing he's been doing day one over and over and over, and we're already seeing day 5 that compound effect is picking up. So compound effect by end of week 2 is just going to be even more, and especially we get these case studies, we get some of these testimonials before end of week that we could put up on the website and start sharing, and then the referral game, man, from there. So I'm excited.
It's huge, man. Like I think, dude, I think by the end of shooting another week, we'll be cooking with gas. Like we'll be really, really cooking with gas. And
Yep.
you guys, like Kate said, like it doesn't matter. It's the weekend, guys. Just because it's the weekend, it doesn't mean the week ends. Okay.
Yep.
So we're on a mission to show you guys like, hey, what's possible and all that stuff. But also just remember this, like we didn't know this stuff before. Okay. Like we learned it, we've studied, but we also didn't like go to college or any crazy thing like that, guys. So I don't want you to think like, oh man, they're overqualified, they've got degrees. No, we don't. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I actually dropped out of college twice. So I think the 4 years, 5 years I was at college, I don't even think I have an associate's technically. So, but that's here nor there, right? Like it doesn't matter. Like there's people that have gone to college and got educations that have built massively successful businesses. It doesn't matter whether you went to college or not. What matters is the skills and habits and belief systems that you build throughout the process. And that's really more so what it's about. And so, obviously, like TJ said, like, yeah, we've been through a lot of bumps and bruises. We've had to figure it out a lot. Businesses has punched us in the face quite a few times. And it still continues. It's just you're able to take the hits, harder hits, bigger hits. You get better at it. You develop skills and different things that allow you to, just like you just start to know what to do and how to handle situations, but you have to go through them, right? There's a lot of people that teach business, but the reality of it is business changes so fast that there's some core principles, but you still have to take the same punches that they did. Hopefully they can help you avoid some of the like mistakes that are avoidable, but there's still some things that you have to go through and you're going to go through. And one of those things is doing the work, and that's just part of it. So yeah, man, day 5 is done. Day 6 tomorrow. Potentially large client coming in next week. Should hopefully have some case studies this weekend. So yeah, man.
For sure. Even to have like maybe even some smaller, like even just some smaller clients coming on board too, just from the, with our offer, right? But started talking about some other things like, oh yeah, perfect. We're asking for the client list. Cool. Well, like what CRM are you using? CRM. Like what CRM? Guys, remember, it's crazy. At this time of this video, it's 2025, and the research shows that 2% of all businesses have a CRM.
That's actually a great point, though, because the customer that we're talking about that could be a potentially large customer, one of the businesses you were saying they bought, is still running off of large, like it's just file cabinets of paperwork, no system yet. And they're trying to migrate into their current system. But even that's a struggle for them. And so like, we're thinking like, all right, well, what additional things can we sell them and build out for it, right? And that's recent. That's actually the one customer that we're talking about that could be a large customer that came from the comments.
Yeah, and you guys remember, like, we have passion for this stuff. Like, we're not here just selling stuff to people just to make money. Like, that's not what it is. It's like we love business, right? And we
Hmm.
love helping people, and we love providing a solution for somebody because you know what? At one point, Kate and I have bought a solution. Like, somebody's had a solution for something for us in business, and we gave them money for that. And
Hmm.
it made our life so much easier. And
Right.
now we're able to kind of be on that side of it, right? Like, dude, I can provide a solution to some of these people that are running businesses that it's not their fault, right? They just don't, and it's not that they don't, it's, I wouldn't say that they don't know, right? They know that they need to do it. They're just looking for they're looking for that. Like, how can I find somebody that's going to give me the right information and point me in the right direction?
Hmm.
And I think we're totally on the track of that. Like, obviously, Kate and I have been kind of behind the scenes for even a couple years building businesses and stuff like that. And I love that we're able to kind of be on the front seat of that now and be in the front seat. And we're kind of like driving the car going around going saying, hey, if you guys need some help, we got you.
Yeah.
So day 5, baby.
Yeah. Day 5 in the bag, and we'll obviously keep making the videos, keep showing you the day-to-days, keep showing what TJ's doing, what I'm doing to progress the business forward every day. And once we get that first customer or two coming in, again, then we're going to start showing you how we're allocating the money to speed things up even more. So day 5 is done, guys. We'll see you for day 6. Peace
See you
out.
guys.